I'd say yes. It's just too coincidental.
She says she had no idea exactly what that behavior was until she herself was attacked.
Can you tell me what happened? As much as you're comfortable telling us?
Yeah. What happened to me is probably the most horrendous, awful thing that could happen to any human being. My body was violated. My soul was broken. I was not able to have somebody stop when I said, no, stop. I felt like somebody took me and basically said, you're worthless. You are nothing to us. You are disposable. I was at a party, and I remember that I started not to feel very well. And next thing I know, I was shoved into a room, and I'm having my clothes torn in different directions. I was touched everywhere. I was physically assaulted in every way you could possibly physically assault a woman. It was horrible. I had no way to fend them off.
You know what I'm going to ask. Everyone is wondering if one of those people was Brett Kavanaugh.
I cannot specifically say that he was one of the ones who assaulted me, but before this happened to me at that party, I saw Brett Kavanaugh there, I saw Mark Judge there, and they were hanging about the area where I started to feel disoriented, and where the room was, and where the other boys were hanging out and laughing. I could hear them laughing and laughing. And it's very hard for me to talk about this, but it's important that somebody says something, because if Brett Kavanaugh was one of those people that did this to me, there is no way in the world that he should go scot-free on this and that he should be on the Supreme Court. He just, it's just unthinkable to me. If he does, there's no justice in the world.
After what you describe as this attack on you and a rape, did you tell anyone?
Oh yes, I contacted the Montgomery County Police.
You did?
And I told my mother, and she cried with me. She held me the next day. I was so distraught. She wanted me to go to the police immediately. She was just outraged. She was so hurt for me.
Do you remember who you spoke to?
I vaguely remember people, but I'm not quite sure, not 100%.
Swetnick's mother has since passed away. Swetnick also named one of the officers she said she spoke with. That officer is now deceased. NBC News verified he worked for the Montgomery County Police at that time. We have requested copies of any records, but Montgomery County Police officials said today it could take up to a month for them to respond.
It's not true. It's not true.
Judge Kavanaugh